Welcome back, everybody, fellow demon slayers. Let's see what message we have today, what lessons we need to learn, which demons we need to slay or have been slayed. It is a beautiful Monday. I hope that your Mondays are finding you guys just as beautifully. We have dazzling the masses in reverse. Oh, it's here in the last read. And in the reverse. Turbulence ahead. Naming structures in the reverse. We have altitude under dazzling the masses in reverse. Let's see, we have elite in the reverse. We have violence here under naming structures in the reverse. Alright, and from our angel tarot cards, we have the moon here. We have the devil in reverse. We have Nine of Pentacles here. Very nice, very nice. What else do we have? We're going to do one more round of these cards, starting with our first deck, Oracle deck here. Alright, we have Know Thyself. Severing Ties. Right next to Turbulence Ahead. We have Family Ties in the reverse, right next to Naming Structures in the reverse. We have Honor and Respect in the reverse. This is Animosity. have love and romance. I'm really getting some Romeo and Juliet type vibes. Because I was gonna say, like, this energy, I'm getting divine masculine and feminine, right? But I'm speaking to a divine masculine. We have the Hermit here, right next to the moon. And this divine masculine, I feel like, was born into a family of elites. Of somebody who these elites are a part of a larger organization, you know, something like the Freemasons, etc. We have Nine of Cups in reverse, next to the Devil in reverse. Alright, and we have the Death card here in reverse. Alright, so divine masculine, yes, like I said, you were kind of born into the elites. They are part of a larger organization. It could be the Freemasons, it could be whatever larger organization, but it's a global organization. It is a global organization. Alright, and I feel like you fell in love with somebody. A feminine energy. And it's really caused a lot of mess because I feel like the love that you're receiving from her is like a genuine, unconditional kind of love. Whereas, like, with your parents, it was more like obligation in terms of not necessarily love, but love too, right? But your parents, they seek to control you in your future, right? Whereas your lover, divine feminine, loves you with freedom and for exactly who you are and who you came out of the womb as, you know, not as the person who's connected with these elites and these global organizations. She does not see you for these things. Now, that's the claim that the family's trying to use against you, is that that's why she's doing this, to break our family apart, to tear us down, to ruin our reputation within the community and within our organizations, you know, because it looked at first they were accepting her, and, you know, they put on that smile and everything, and even though it was fake, you didn't catch on to it because you're just caught up and, you know, you really care about this divine feminine, and she's the world to you right now. So that kind of did blind you, but there were some signs that were shown trying to tell you, hey, you know, this is a facade that your family's putting on. They don't really like this person at all. And it's not the person she is, even though the person that she is inflaming the situation. But it's just because it's anybody. They don't want anybody near you or around you who's going to cause you to step off the path that they have created in their minds for you. Because you're supposed to, you know, you're supposed to be the reflection of them. And if you're not, they feel like failures. And then on top of that, they also fear that you might do or say something that you know about that they've done behind the scenes. And if you do that, that's going to ruin their reputation within their global organizations and community. Now, I don't know if this is something that you have shared with your lover yet, whatever things they've been doing in the dark. And I feel like no. Your divine feminine, you haven't told her about it, at least not the whole story. If you've told her anything, it's been like the sugar-coated version. But your family believes that she must know because she's standing in her power. When she is around and when she does visit, she doesn't hold back. You know what I mean? She's not disrespectful. She is completely respectful. But when they try to throw her off course or to discredit the things that she's saying, like, they're failing. They're not affecting her. It's just pissing them off even more. And she's not talking, like, your family doesn't understand. She's not doing or saying anything against them. She's being pretty patient considering. But I also feel like she's wise beyond her years. She understands. It's quite obvious to her how and why you are the person that you are as a result of these people. And these people, you know, they're very controlling. They really depend on you, Divine Masculine, to follow through with what they've been planning for you. It's very, very important. What is it? Let's see. What is it that they do or have done behind the scenes? What are they so worried about is going to be exposed? Because there is something here. And you've even got the, the moon here. They are terrified that something is going to be exposed. The more time you spend with this Divine Feminine, it's really opening up something within you. You're not as blind, and you're growing courage. We have defeating Cancer in the reverse. False readings. All right, I get the sense that your family, these elites, they're all connected to a health organization or health organizations. All right, and they've got trials and stuff that they've been running in the dark, and I feel like that's what's being hidden. Is that these people are not operating with the ethical due diligence that they're supposed to. Like, they're doing something illegal behind the scenes. And I feel like it has to do with human beings. Because these people are scared. And you know something about this Divine Masculine, and they're so afraid that you're gonna just run out of here and start spilling all the secrets, everything that you know. Which honestly really isn't a whole lot, because you weren't really there, to you know what I mean? Like, however you got wind of what they're doing behind the scenes, it was accidental. You weren't looking for trouble or looking into them. It was just something that, I don't know, you walked in on something or some conversation or something like that. And that's what they're afraid of. Then we have false readings here, which I just feel like your family is obviously doing readings on your Divine Feminine for obvious reasons. They're trying to find her weakness because right now they don't know what it is. So far she's been impenetrable, but they're trying to find that weak spot, and they're trying to target it. That is so sad. That is so sad. But you're a smart guy, and you listening to your instincts, and yes, your Divine Feminine may have been opening this love factor inside of you, but you following your truth and going the direction that feels right for you is not based on your Divine Feminine. Okay? Her walking into your life was just simply, you really, really like her, and you would love to be with her the rest of your life. And that's got you to thinking, well, how is that going to work with my family dynamics? How is it going to work when I know that they're operating behind the scenes with things that they shouldn't be doing? You know, I don't want her near that. I don't want her to be affected. I don't want her to look at me like I'm, you know, part of it, and that I don't want her to think that I approve of the things that my family participates in. And so you're kind of seeing that you might have to go out on your own, okay? You are probably, you know, if this is the route you want to take and you want to follow your heart path, not just because of the divine feminine, but because it's been put on your heart, okay? The awareness is there, you're awake, but you're going to have to cut ties. You're going to have to cut ties with this family. I know that's hard to say because they do have a bunch of connections, etc. The only thing that I would probably suggest to you is just to, you need to have a one-on-one conversation either with one parent or both, whichever is most suitable. But you need to let them know, hey, I don't know what it is that you guys are so afraid of. Like, your business is your business. And the only thing that I'm trying to do is make my business my business. I appreciate the path that you've set up for me, and, you know, I know that you guys had plans and expectations, but, you know, I was born with a free will, and I'm going to utilize it, and I'm going to take another direction. And I don't have intentions of hurting anyone. I just want to be free. But it is suggesting here that once you sever these ties, you are going to have to, like, I don't want to call it hideout. You're not hiding out, but it's just, you're going to need to go into hermit mode because there is a lot of reflection that you're going to have to go through. You have to do this reflection. You have to do this quietly in your own time and on your own terms, you know. Because this is a lot. This is a whirlwind experience, I want to say. In other words, like, it's only been just this past year that you've awakened to all of this, right? That's not a whole lot of time, especially when you haven't actually cut ties yet. Once you cut that tie, you're going to need to reflect. You're going to need to have your guards up and be prepared to take on and face whatever is coming up from your past, and all the things in your past that seemed like they were just random experiences, you know, they all connect to create a grander picture, and you're going to have to figure that out. And it's got to be by yourself. You can't, it's one thing to go and ask family members, okay, what's this about, what's that about, why did this happen, where did this happen, how did this happen, but you can find all the same answers, but more accurately within yourself. And that's what you've got to go, and you've got to go and tap into that. You've got to face that fearlessly. You know what I'm saying? It may be that you expose your family in some kind of way. But if you do, you know that that's going to require extreme planning. Extreme planning, because you've got to be so careful with who you're talking to, etc. You need to understand that your parents are in a position to socially engineer everything in your life. And with that being in mind, that means, you know, you're in danger. You're a threat. You're a threat to their organization, their works. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there who value their work much more than their children. Hopefully that's not the case for you. You know, hopefully this is something that they too can wake up from eventually one day. But right now, they're not changing anything. This is something that they planned for a very long time, and they fully expected you to step up into the role that they created for you. So you're going to have to do some reflection. And again, just because I'm saying that doesn't mean that you're going to be the one to expose anybody or anything, okay? This is something that you've got to figure out alone in your hermit mode. and you'll love her as much as you love her. Like, she's going to still have to be kept at some kind of distance. What I'm saying to you is, if you move away and you get away, don't move in automatically with your divine feminine, okay? There are answers that you have to find within yourself. That's not to say that you can't speak to her and spend time with her. You absolutely can. But living with her right now is not going to be the best. And I feel like, really, your divine feminine, and if you explain this to her, she 100% will understand, and she will respect that, and she's not going to push you for anything else. This is a good young lady that you have found. And if anything was worth going through all this, she most definitely is. She is loyal. She is loyal, and she is all about, being yourself, accepting yourself, and following your dreams. This is beautiful, and I will be thinking and praying about you, divine masculine. I hope you know and understand, like, if you leave things the way they are right now, even if you were to break up with your divine feminine right now, your family is going to continue to be on edge about you. You know what I mean? Like, you're already on high alert for them. But, if you can manage to get through this and take your own path, be a big boy, put your big boy pants on, and do what is in your heart that you know is right and best for you. I'm not talking about anybody else in the world. I'm talking about just for you. Okay? Then you're going to find this comfort, and you're going to overcome this death that's being thrown at you. Because I'm telling you, if it's not your parents, it's going to be someone within their organization that will eventually come for you. Because your light is now shining. You've been lit up. You're awakened, and that everyone can tell. Everyone can tell. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to leave it at that. Good luck, divine masculine. If this resonates with you, I ask that you share, like, subscribe, comment, any of those things. I greatly appreciate all of them, and I will be right here for the next read.